It is about 9 weeks since we have been anywhere. So this week we're going to a new place. Well, I say new place, we've been there 3 years ago. So if you've been following us a while, I can't remember if we ever put that on YouTube or not. We're going to go back to the same place, but we haven't got a caravan still. And I've just saying before that the amount of stuff we've got in here, as you can probably see, the boot is nearly as full as when we went to France for about 2 weeks. However, we're only going for 2 days and we still need to fill shopping in. So come with us and see if things work, and let's just make sure that this car's doing its job, because soon it'll be going and we've got to get something else. But we don't know what yet, so we'll let you know bits and hints and kind of tips about what we're thinking about buying next, and then you can comment below and let us know.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
There's little two of them.
Okay. Wow.
So we'll come in and we've got 3 spaces there, and this makes it into a bed, I think. We've got a mirror, look, a heater, a fridge, a kettle,
a bed,
a few bowls,
a few cups,
there's some forks, paper dark. There you go, there's forks, cups, yeah. A window, and a martha. And a wine glass for you, there you go. So once we'd set up in the cabin, we walked down past the children's play area, and at the end there is an old railway storage depot, which has now been set up as a pub, and it even has log burning fire, and in the corner there was a place to buy food from. So since we didn't have anywhere easy to cook, we decided to buy ourselves a couple of pizzas and also get some chips. Comment down below what is your favourite pizza and what is your favourite food from a takeaway. The place itself was absolutely gorgeous, massive high ceilings, a wide selection of beers, and it just meant we could do something a little bit different before, after that, we went for a bit of a walk just to burn off a few calories. Good morning, had a good night's sleep. Can tell we're not very used to vlogging anymore, because I realised this morning that we didn't vlog pretty much from getting here until now in the morning time, so apologies for that. We'll show you bits and pieces that we can show you, or we might have already done, and sorry it's a bit windy as well. So what I thought we'd do this morning is just show you a little bit around the kind of part of the site that we're in. So we're on the camping section. So as you can see, people have got tents. We've got 2 pods here. The 2 bigger pods are up to 5 people, and then they've got a smaller pod here. I think they've got a couple of these. And the smaller pods, I think, are for me 3 people. Now, we had 5 in ours. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for 5 adults because it wouldn't fit. But even with us, and we had like me and then 4 at the back. Lou said it was a tight squeeze, and the little one was all over all the time. So I thought I'd give you a little tour while around here. So what we've got is we've obviously got the outdoor sinks and things. You've then got in here, which is obviously shared facilities. So even though it has no cooking facilities in the actual thing, and we didn't know about this, which we'll use it on the website, it does have a hob here you can use, like an induction hob for £1 for 30 minutes. And you've actually got kind of kettles and things. And then I don't know about the disposable barbecues, but there's one here, and there's one over here as well. I wonder, it does say on a sign, if we're getting a bit dizzy now, over here, that please take any food that's left there. So I think a lot of people are keeping their food, but there's also like DVDs and things and other stuff at the top. So you could still cook. There is here, and in the place itself, there is like cutlery and plates and things. Not enough spoons though, so we only got 2 spoons and there's 5 of us. Look at now here, there is a few more plates around this area. So it's quite good around here in the sort of camping section. There are only, I think as far as I can tell, there's only 2 tents. There's one there and there's like a trailer tent around the other side. And then you've got your bins and your wastewater, like grey, if you have grey I suppose. And then you've got your fresh water there as well. coming round here, you've got the toilets block. So this is one of the 2 toilet blocks. So you've got quite nice. And then where I was before, in the shower or the douche, you follow our French trips. Here's a shower. One kind of fancy heads on the top there. I don't know what they're called. So comment down below. This one's going to say like a shower head, but it isn't just called shower. It's got a special name of some sort. And I was going to show you Maisie, but Maisie will win. So just get to see Maisie in the background. Then she'll be hiding herself. Doesn't like being on camera anymore. So we're just going to get ourselves ready, and then we're going to get ourselves out somewhere for the day. We haven't even planned it out. Normally I'm pretty good at planning these things out, but it is now my half term. The girls go back to school next week, but I get to have my half term now. And yeah, just be getting things sorted to go and pop out, but we will take you with us wherever we actually go. So we've arrived, we came to Windermere. We've been a few times before, but you know, you kind of know what you're getting when you come to Windermere. So parked up, 2 hours was £3.60. So we're going to see if I walk down probably towards the lakey section and have a look on the shops, and then, you know, while we're here, might as well get a little nibble to eat maybe. Made a bit of a mistake. Meant to go to Bowness. We started coming down the bank, got a bit confused, thought I'll just park there. Got out, decided how far it was to walk, paid for 2 hours park, and realised it's half an hour to walk to the lake and half an hour back, so that's an hour of walking just to get to the lake before you get there. So we kind of popped into Windermere instead. We'll wander around here, see what we can see, and then we'll probably see if we can pop to Bowness. I think the parking was a couple of quid, sorry, nearly £4 for 2 hours parking, but have a wander around here, I'll take you to see what it's like. In Windermere they had Greggs. And when you go to different places from the northeast, you have to try their Greggs out. Got us have a little latte, maybe got us have a spicy latte there. And while we were there, we decided we would try and get down to the lake. The lake itself is not right near, you have to walk down a large bank, but there was a large children's play area, which Olivia thought was great when we came back up. And when you got down there, the views of the lake were absolutely stunning. There was a big jetty there, so we kind of got lots of photos and had a little bit mess about there. It was great to see people with their dogs jumping in and out of the water. So where we were, it said it was a mile and a half to walk into Bowness next to the lake. So we saw another bit which said 3/4 mile. So we just kind of walked down here to the edge of the lake here. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I wish I'd brought the drone now we're on the jetty, but I forgot it, so I had to cope with that. But as you can see, a few boats on the lake, so you can go on the boat, or a bit like those people over there, you can actually hire a boat to have a pot around the lake for a bit. But it's this time of autumn, all the different colours in the trees, it's absolutely gorgeous down here. So as you know, with Run the Robsons, we always like to find a nice little park here near the water's edge. Lots of different things the kids can do. Totally free. Happy Maisie. And plenty of things here. No. If you can do that, you can have this one biscuit. Chocolate as well. I bet you can't do it because it's too high. Come on, you can get down if you want. Get down? No. Okay, you have won your reward. It's not that funny, you know. Might have just fallen over a bit, mud everywhere, mud on my back. Bit embarrassing, but glad you didn't get to see it. Now, there's not much better things in life where you can find free parking. So we came to Kendal, and we're driving down thinking, oh, there must be some free parking here. Saw some on the side, thought, oh, it's too busy, we can't get in. So luckily, just coming a little bit further down, the beast and a trailer. Just as you're going down, there's a space, so we're parked there. It's our parking, but I think it's one of the things where basically they'd have to come and notice you've been there, then come back in an hour. So we're going to have a wander into Kendal, a bit of free parking, and see what it's like in the town of Kendal over here in the lake. So we wandered into Kendal itself. Lots of shops, so the girls got to have a little wander around them, keep them occupied. There's a little market going on, so we'll look around there. Indoor place as well that we went into more shops. Managed to survive just about my bank card. And obviously while we were there, the girls had some money from their grandmas, so they wanted to spend all their money. And we were lucky, we actually found a totally free Halloween face painting, so we did make a contribution because it was for charity. Been back from Kendal for a while now, but I just want to go and see if I can get along this viaduct went a few years ago. It's called Podgill. I'll put it down below anyway. But a really impressive viaduct along the way. I think it's obviously been like at some point a railway track. I've got all the streams here. It's already been a railway track at some point, and we stuck coal or some other local mine. When I get there I'll find it because it does say on the sign I think. But I just thought we'd been here a few years ago and I wanted to do it again. Now obviously the girls, they get to that age where all they want to do technically is just sit and do nothing and sit on their phones. So we give them a little bit of time to sit and chill. Olivia's not been great to be fair recently, so we're giving her a bit of time to chill as well and let her body catch up. God, the noise of that water. So I'm going to take you along with us. We might even get the drone up depending on what the weather conditions are like on there, because it would be nice for you to see the viaduct properly. Obviously you can't really see a viaduct just from the top of it. There's a bit of a trek. You can actually trek all the way down the viaduct as well, but it depends how brave you're feeling. So let's have a look at this walk and then we'll take you to the viaduct. Really can tell I'm out of practice when you're going to talk about a viaduct. You then get some facts about the viaduct, fun facts, and then realise that you've walked away from the viaduct, not told them anything. Well, the viaduct, or Podgill Viaduct, was part of like a railway sort of network, and it was built for around £5,000, which is pretty decent to be fair. £5,000. Didn't say when it was built, unfortunately, on their website, but it did say that there originally was 11 arches and it was all made for a single track originally to go across, but it is pretty wide. And in about the year 2000 it was taken over by kind of Network Rail, or the equivalent Network Rail, and they redid it, waterproofed it, got it all sorted, and then they've made the kind of walk that I'm on now. But some of the shots, as you can probably see, either now or maybe just before, it is gorgeous. Again, if you don't follow us on Instagram, we've obviously got a Rolling the Robs Instagram, and we put some of the shots that we took from the drone, but it is really beautiful area. It's only approximately, I would say, it's only approximately about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes walk from the site. Now I can basically walk, but it was only about 0.6 of a mile, I think. So it doesn't take you that long at all. And as long as you go to the side, you've got things like this. So see little huts going on. It's also got little facts in here about the railway as well. Yeah, so the one that we've just been on had 11 arches, each was 30 foot in span, so it had a total length of 466 feet and a maximum height of 84 feet. There is another one, Marygill Viaduct, which has only got 9 arches in, but absolutely massive, and originally it cost £6,189 to build, and then the whole kind of section, 4 miles of railway, actually cost £32,000 to build, which, you know, snap now, we've seen houses today that were £3.5 to £5 million. But obviously in those days, a long time ago, that would have been a significant amount of money. And all of the kind of stone that was used in the viaduct is all locally sourced from the area. But that must have been a monumental feat to be able to do something like that. And I'm probably guessing a few people, unfortunately, lost their lives building something that big, because it is ridiculously high at the top there. So we're going to go back now. We're going to try and sort out some tea without any proper cooking facilities, but that'll be interesting. And then later, me and Lucy, which I feel a bit guilty, for the videos for your kids sometimes, just kind of shut my eyes, like loads of kind of flies around. I feel a bit guilty because we're going to get ourselves a flatbread from the flatbread trailer when it comes, but we're not getting the girls one. Now, should I feel guilty about that? Again, comment below. So now, if you're guilty about it, are you happy to do that? Get the kids their food and then get yourself some nicer food. But we are away, and we don't get to go away much these days, so we do have a little bit more spare cash. So we decided after the pizza last night, we try and get the flatbread tonight and see how much that is, and we'll let you know. So it's all for educational purposes to help you know and make some good decisions. But the Pennine View campsite is a campsite we definitely come back to. And obviously we came here 3 years ago, and it's something we haven't been back to, but actually now we have been back to it. I'm like, oh, why are we not coming here earlier? And we'll tell you and give you a little side to it tomorrow, but also a little bit about the prices, because I think for 5, the price I think is pretty reasonable, but we'll tell you about that one later on. Good morning. Again, forgot to film water last night. We just sat and didn't do a great deal. After I did the walk, got back, had food, and then just sat and chilled for a bit. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a sight tour. Now I can't guarantee a straight thing, because obviously people might be in the toilets and things like that. But it is a really, really lovely site. So you've got, let's come down the bank where we are. So you've got main reception there where the dogs are. That's got a little shopping for bits and pieces. You've got different types of pitches. You've got some slightly narrower pitches, and there where you can put your caravan or your motorhome in there, maybe put an awning over this side, and then you have some bigger pitches I'll show you in a second. You've got, I would say, 60 to 70 pitches all the way around in this section here. Just past there, as you can see, kids play part around there. So pitch sizes are really, really generous here. Let me see the space behind. There's plenty of space there for a big caravan or motorhome, then putting it on out, and then if you do need it, obviously if you've got a caravan and car, plenty of space again, level one there. Really, really good sized pitches here at Pennine Park View. Definitely somewhere we'd think about coming again. We're just talking about that. We tried tent life, and that didn't really work out for us. Now the little kind of pod, we probably would try and use one of them again. Ideally one that would have a toilet in, which are a bit more expensive. So we paid here for 2 nights in what we're in £135. So what's that? It's about 67 quid a night. Now I know if you were a smaller family, you could probably go to somewhere like reasonable, like a hotel, but we can't. A lot of places don't take 5 in, so it was quite good for us to fit in there. One thing I would have liked personally is to have a toilet inside the cabin. Yeah, we would like to have a toilet inside the cabin, because as I'm getting older, probably mentioned before, and I apologise if you keep telling people this, but my bladder doesn't work as well. But we'll keep showing you a little tour around the site. You've got your fill-up point here, but if you've got a motorhome or camper van, there's also kind of grey waste disposal and kind of fill-up point there for if you need it, or your motorhome or whatever. Some people have still got tents. So tents are mainly at the top bit where we are, but there is a little tent. I think it's pretty cute. So on site they actually have a bar called the engine shed, because it was originally engine shed for kind of trains and things. Can't quite see now, but you've got a little bar, several beers, priced reasonably I think. Don't really go out much these days, but and then inside there is absolutely massive. So it goes right all the way back, and then it goes around the corner where they've got food places as well. A reasonable sized kid park. So you've got a couple of swings over there, one baby swing, one lie down swing. A little bit, there's not a lot there for like bigger kids, but if you've got smaller kids like Olivia's 7, she absolutely thinks this is great. One thing I'd probably say, again, it'd be nice if it had some lighting in when it gets dark, but girls have played a couple of times. So weirdly, last time we were here, we were actually on that pitch, and I'm pretty sure we had a Swift Challenger 586 like that one. I think that one's probably a year older than the one we had. I think we had a 2015. I think that might be a 2014 or 2013. But it's just really weird that it's on the exact same pitch we would have been a few years ago in the same area. So here you've got main reception. Is currently shut because it's Sunday morning, but they do have a little shop inside there, and they'll sell ice creams and a few things we'd like to tell you inside from what's called the firebox. So they've got pizza on a Monday and Friday, flatbreads Tuesday and Saturday, and they've also got a taco thing on a Thursday. So lots of things there, but when it's open, the engine shed isn't open during the morning time, it's only open in the afternoon. You are quite close to a town. So inside the gents' toilets, you've got a couple of basins, you've got a couple of kind of shut basins, you can have a shave and things, a couple of showers, and then you've got 3 cubicles there, starting to steal over here, and you've also got a disabled toilet in there, and a couple of urinals. This is probably not the best, but not the worst facility I've seen, but it is reasonably well kept and nice and clean. I think the ones on the top were a little bit nicer, in my opinion. There's also plenty to do in the area here at Pennine View campsite. So there's a walk that goes right next to the site. You can go on your bike as well. Kirby Stephen, the kind of town we're in, we'll show you that in a little bit, because we're going to go there on the way back, and an advantage of having a caravan that we couldn't have done a couple of years ago. And The Lake District's about 50 to 55 minutes away. It's not exactly right on the doorstep, but I suppose for where we are, if we drove straight to the Lake District, talking 2.5 hours. So we're kind of just over the midpoint. But there's still plenty to do around here. Lots and lots of good walking, lots and lots of good cycling. There is a railway over the road, but it doesn't seem to be open. I think that's kind of summer thing. But I think, you know, for the site, we paid, as I said, about 130 something. And I think that's not too bad, given that some places will happily charge you way over that. And unfortunately, because we're a family of 5, we can't get a hotel without paying for 2 rooms, which is probably well over 135 per night to have 2 rooms. So yeah, really enjoyed our stay here. And we're going to get ourselves ready to go, and then we're going to take you into Kirby Stephen. We wandered into Kirby Stephen, the town itself, and found a lovely little cafe. Here's a selection of what was on the menu, which I thought for the place it was pretty reasonable, but it was only one choice for me, and that was a big slab of gorgeous cake. Once we did our cake and a few little snacks, we wandered into the town, had a look around the area. It was very, very quiet. Lots of shops selling kind of trinkets and just knickknacks and things you could buy. There's little mini souvenirs, and weirdly a priest with a mask on. So we just continued our look around the town. So we're in Kirby Stephen, little town, and Maisie's favourite shop is here, Bleeding Bernardo. That means there'll be more interesting things in my house probably. Let's see if we can get away without buying anything in here.